There are balls that are going to fall, and it's going to pain you when those balls fall. For example, Nelson Mandela had so many balls that he was playing with, and we know which one fell.
Yeah.
And he was not very proud of that ball that fell. So in life, make sure you take care of those balls, because it will affect. Someone was telling me, the moment you begin thinking about things that are not working out, it will affect you. And then, as you said, go for regular checkups as men, because men, there's a man who told me, as long as I'm fine, you know, as long as I'm fine, hata kama kichwa inauma ama mwili inauma, I'll move until when I am very, very unwell. When I'm very, very unwell, that's the time I will go to the doctor. You do not have to wait for the time that you will be super unwell to go to the doctor for checkups. I know there is God. I know there is God, and I know the Lord heals, and I know the Lord restores and keeps us. Actually, David said that with long life, he will satisfy me.
Yes.
So the Lord will satisfy us with long life. But some of these things, as Willie said, what we eat, because someone said we are what we eat, if all you do is eating namachoma and drinking alcohol, with time, it might not show when you're 25, but when you're hitting 35, 40, 50, you will begin finding the impact of the lifestyle that you had when you were young. Someone said in Greek, "Okorore agawede." That is to say that whatever it is that you invest in your youth, that is what you're going to reap when you're old. So the lifestyles that we live, if you don't exercise now, someone told me, if you don't eat your food like medicine now, there's going to be a time that you will eat your medicine like
your
food. So before you get to that time that you will be eating medicine like food, you know, eat well now. Take care of now. I know. I always give this story of when I was hitting. I was almost 30, and this friend of mine.
You're not going to ask you where you are now.
Yeah, I will not say.
When was that?
Yeah,
It might
but,
be yesterday.
yeah, but this friend of mine told me that I am hitting 35.
Yeah.
Nearly checker, and I was wondering, how does 35 feel? Because I never thought one time, I'll hit that 35. I know a 15-year-old or a 20-year-old, a 25-year-old right now, never thinks that there's going to be a time that they're going to be 60. They never think that there's going to be a time that they will be 70 and 80. We never think, some of us that are in 40s, I know you are somewhere there, that you will get to the ages of Rao. And I always use Rao. Yeah?
Be careful.
Okay. Oh, we will ever get to the age of
Emilio Moi Kibaki.
or even
Today's
Ruto.
his birthday.
Oh,
Happy
yes,
birthday.
happy birthday to our third
Yeah.
president.
Our third president. Yeah, wow, that's a good number.
Yes.
Or even 100 like Jonjo. Charles.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're
so
getting there.
we never think that we will ever get there. So people, they have fun. YOLO, you live once.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, you live today.
You only live
Kesho,
once.
kesho itajililia. So let's party. You know, let's drink. Drink till you drop.
Yeah.
You know, chafua meza. But let me tell you, that investment that you're making on that particular time, in the name of loving yourself or giving back to yourself, there's going to be a time that you will need that energy that you wasted. And that time you will not have that energy.
Okay.
So whatever it is that you do, the decisions that you make, visit the doctor, make the doctor your friend, regular checkups, eat well, exercise, go swimming, as Reverend Gigi is telling us. Some of us, water is our friend.
Now you know.
We know who we are talking to.
Yeah, but don't jump into the pool. You might jump into the deep end. Before you play like a dog. Utakuwa una nini, utakuwa una. But what I was trying to say is, take care of yourself, make the doctor your friend, and the stresses that you have in life, reduce them.
Yeah.
There are things, someone told me, there are things that you don't have to worry about because you have no control over them. If there's this famous, I don't know whether I agree with it or I don't agree with it, it has become a famous lingo right now. Kama pesa zako haziwezi tatua mashida zako.
Kula.
Eat that banana. Basically, that is to mean kama uko na mashida mingi kushinda pesa zako, don't worry about mashida zako. Kula pesa.
Enjoy.
I said, let me qualify. I don't know how logical that is, but then again, it's good. It has some truth.
Yeah, it's
Don't live
philosophical.
for tomorrow. Live for today.
Yes. Yeah.
But also don't forget that tomorrow will come.
Will come.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say in many words,
Yes.
even as we grow old, let's take care of our health. Let's love our bodies, because I will never get another body
Yeah.
in this life. Okay, I don't believe in the philosophy that we will come back as rats,
No way.
or we will come back as cats or dogs or whatever. I have this body now, and this is the only body I will have until I'm 97 years old.
So take good care of
So I have to take care of this body now, because I know 97, 100 will come.
Yes.
So I love myself, make sure I avoid some of those things.
Yes.
Someone told me, make sure you avoid sugar. I am on diet, by the way.
Yourself?
I am dieting. Yeah, I had hit 100 and very dangerous kilos. 100 plus.
100 and very dangerous.
100 and very dangerous
So you're on
kilos.
diet.
So I'm on diet. So
There's an improvement.
okay, I'm not
Yes,
saying
there is.
Yeah,
I am
last-
not doing it.
Last Monday,
No, this is
last
something
Monday he
that-
was able to take a.
Absolutely.
For the first time in
Yes,
For the first
yes,
time. Oh,
yes,
sorry.
yes. He was able to do that.
I just did that on camera. But basically, what I'm
Yeah,
trying
we
to
are
say
talking
is,
about self-care.
yeah,
Yes.
avoid sugars.
Yeah.
Nyama choma, eat moderately. Red meat.
Yeah.
There are things the doctor tells you to stay away from. I always give this story of one day my dad amechomesha nyama,
Yeah.
ameingia kwa daktari,
Yeah.
ndio hii nyama ikuja imeiva before amalizana na daktari.
Wow.
Kumalizana na daktari,
Anaambiwa-
one of the things aliambiwa asikule ni hii nyama.
Na aliacha
Wow.
ikichomwa.
Aliacha ikichomwa. Anakula bado and he's fine. But eat in moderation.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the things that make sure that you increase your easy natural foods, easy natural
Bitter herbs.
mimea, not living things. Reduce living things
And eat plants.
because when you eat more living things,
Yeah.
more lives have to die
Okay.
of pigs, of chicken.
And you're also killing your own life.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah, you're
also-
killing
and you
other
also-
lives
Yes.
you are
and killing
your own
yourself.
life.
Yes.
So plants kula mingi.
Okay.
Whatever, eat more plants
Yeah.
and spare lives.
Okay.
I think that's a good philosophy.
Great.
So it is important to take bitter herbs, but we stop taking bitter drinks.
But not all herbs are bitter, so take herbs. You don't have to be bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you call them bitter, people will
Call
be
them
scared of
bitter,
them.
You now
My point is, stop taking bitter drinks.
let's come to you, Willie.
Yes,
You're a businessman.
yes,
There are two things that make men stay there. One is ambition,
yes,
because there are things they want to attain.
mm,
There are vehicles they want to drive.
yes,
There are houses they want to build for their families.
yes,
And so every minute is a money-making minute.
yes,
And they have to be working.
yes,
How can I relax while time is money?
mm,
The other thing that keeps them down is responsibilities. They're looking at their kids. They're seeing
Yeah.
their kids growing.
mm,
The kids are now going to high school. They'll soon be going to university.
mm,
And these kids are telling them they want to go and do their university abroad. They
Yeah.
want to do this.
mm,
And so at home, when he gets home, there's need for food. There is need. How can I get to that point where I can say that maybe at the expense of my ambition, I will take time off.
yes,
Because the moment I take time off,
mm,
there are some coins that are not coming in.
yes.
So how do I get that self-discipline of getting to that level?
I think we need to get to a point and we need to balance these things. Let me start talking about being ambitious.
Yes.
And I want to say it is 100% okay to be ambitious.
Yeah.
But when we become over ambitious.
Okay.
Now that is dangerous. This
Define, separate for us. Because my ambition might be driving a Mercedes G-Wagon.
you see now,
At what point does it become over ambitious?
it becomes over ambitious when you start going for things that you know they are hard to get. And I want to give an
There are men who
example.
have them.
Yes, you see, in this life, we operate in levels. Yes, in this life.
Yes.
And I want to start by saying it is God who blesses us. Actually, the word says that God is the one who gives us power to make wealth.
Yes.
And God is not unjust. God is just. And we need to reach to a point where we are contented. There is contentment, you see. And I was talking about being over ambitious. There's this one man called Satan.
Huh?
Satan.
He's a man.
Devil.
The devil.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Satan, the reason why he was thrown from the kingdom of God to this kingdom down here, it is because he became over ambitious.
Okay.
How I know he became over ambitious, it is because the word of God says that you shall worship your God and your God alone.
Yes.
But Satan, because of him becoming over ambitious, he got to a point and he thought even God can worship me. That is being over ambitious.
Okay.
And so when we become over ambitious, then we cannot have time for ourselves.
Okay.
Because you are trying, actually over ambitious will come into our lives because of competition. And so you are not doing whatever you are doing so that you can feed your family. You're not doing whatever you are doing so that you can educate your children, but you're doing whatever you are doing so that you can compete with Waroi. Waroi is driving this kind of machine. Mimi silali mpaka nimpite.
So you take
Sio apate
4-5
kama hiyo
jobs.
ampite
Apite.
mpaka nimpite
So unafanya
silali.
kazi usiku na mchana.
And so you are getting over ambitious.
Okay.
And you are getting over ambitious for the wrong reasons. You see? And so we need to stop as men
Yeah.
being over ambitious. And something else that will make us to get into the place of being over ambitious, it is apart from competition, it is jealousy. You see?
Envy.
You are jealous of Mr. Simon. How can Mr. Simon be a banker and he's driving 3 cars? And me, I'm in real estate, I'm driving 1 car. It can't be. You start getting jealousy. And this jealousy will make you end up getting into being over ambitious. And so some of these men you're seeing out there and you're thinking that they are ambitious, they are not just ambitious, but they are over ambitious because of competition and jealousy. And we need to stop that. If we want to see ourselves live for a long time, we need to stop being over ambitious. It is okay to be ambitious. And this is to say, it is okay to work hard. Let's continue as men working hard because our families, they are looking up to us. So I can't stand here. I can't stand here and tell men to sleep. No, but it is okay to work hard. It is okay to wake up every morning, go out there and do something. But what is the motivation behind your working hard?
Okay.
What is motivating you?
What is motivating you?
Are you working hard so that you can compete with Gigi? Are you working hard? There's some even
Sometimes a man
pastors.
might be just working hard so that he gets his daughter to university in London, not competing with anybody.
And that is okay.
But now he is putting in 24, even 25 and a half hours.
You see now, you are ruining yourself. You are killing yourself.
That's what I'm asking. That is what I'm asking.
And this is
Now
where I
it's not
said
about ambition,
we
it's
must.
It's a responsibility.
Yes, now we need to strike a balance.
Okay.
You don't kill yourself trying to raise these kids.
Oh.
Yeah, don't kill yourself.
What do you
You'll
do?
die we will bury you, and the mother will get another man, and she'll get married. And the life will continue.
Ate?
Yes.
Wacha tusome comments kwanza.
Because of life.
Yes.
Wacha tusome
That,
comments
that is
hapo.
the reality.
Yeah,
Utakufa na
West
uguzikwe.
Kagu Jaki, hata yeye amerudi, karibu sana. Thank you Joel Maki, you're joining us. James Kevoy is joining us from the usual corner. Majore Dhuo. Okay, karibu sana. Daniel Kimani, take a break and relax, thanks. Luce Lepore, wow, loving this. Men go for facial. Love yourselves. Yes, we will. Boro Keidongo, wenye tunaogopa scrubbing, tutumia avocado.
Yeah,
we know
they say
this
avocado
guy.
is a very good one.
This guy is new to something, so he must be learning some of these lessons. West Kagu, sasa Mungu nipe bwana nimtengeneze sauna na spa.
Hallelujah.
Problem is when he triggers me. Where? May the Lord hear your prayers. May he come. And when he comes, invite us.
Yes, we will come.
Good topic from Grace Waja Kifoi. She is reasoning. West Kagu is saying what? If you aren't good at loving yourself, you'll have a difficult time loving anyone, since you resent the time and energy you give another person that you aren't giving it to yourself. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. People who love themselves don't hurt other people. Thank you, thank you. Cynthia Carrier, the host's mic is okay. Thank you, that is being checked. Sorry for YouTube, Mwaura. We are looking at that. We apologize for any technical hitches today. We are working hard to ensure that you get this. But we thank God. You can see we are in a new setting, so you understand that we are not in the studio. So getting out here sometimes is not easy. And I want to say thank you to our team here. They work hard. They started working when the sun was still up, trying to set up this, and they have been able to bring this to us. We really appreciate and apologize for any hitches that may have been there. So, yes, sasa nilikuwa nipeleke huyu dugu pale Fago.
Ndugu ndiye huyu hapa.
Ni
Ni
huyu
huyu.
apelekwe?
Ni huyu alikuwa apelekwe. Lakini ako diet.
Fago Gaucho. Kumbe he is dieting. Ulikuwa upelekwe huko. Ni kwa nyama huko kunakuwa kwa nyama.
Let me put a rider.
Don't defend it.
No.
Here is an offer. Kama huchukui,
I
usichukui.
will say this. I did not
Unachukua
say.
offer ama huchukui.
I did not say Fugo Gaucho. I am willing to go.
Oh,
Let me say this.
West Kagu Jaki, your offer is taken.
I accept.
Your offer is accepted. Some men are of ambitious which destroy them. Reverend Gigi,
Yes.
as we continue with that line that we were talking about, because I think some men feel like genuinely they don't have time and resources for self-care.
Yes.
How do we help men? Of course, we talked about loving themselves. Because if I love myself, I'll be willing to spend on myself. But how else can we help men see that it is worth it to spend on yourself? It's worth it to take 100,000 and go for a medical checkup.
Yes.
It's worth it to go into a hotel with a good ambience and just sit there, enjoy the soft music and meditate on self.
Yes.
It's okay to go and get a whole treat in a spa, however much it costs.
Yes.
How do we get men to accept that this is, so that they stop saying, ni mifuko gapi ya cement?
You see, all this is perception.
Perception.
And perception is almost everything that we deal with in life. The Bible tells us that as man thinks in his heart,
So he is.
so he is. So if you think that it is expensive to go for a medical checkup, then you must be willing to pay an expensive hospital bill. It is a perception. Either way, you are spending money. Okay? If you think it is expensive to go to for example, a spa, then what are you telling us? By the end of the day, when you have gone through mental illness, then you will be spending equally the same money. It is actually a mental issue here. It is perception. It is how you see things. And you see, you will prioritize that which is important to you. And that is what I need men to understand. That as much as it may be looking expensive, as much as it may be looking like it has a cost implication, how much are you willing to value yourself? Because if you value yourself, you will be willing to spend that money. Now, I started by saying we are always paying for our spouses money to do these things. But how many of us are willing to spend the same amount of money on ourselves? Why? Because it is 6 bags of cement, like you're saying.
Yeah.
But when you're spending it on your wife, you are not counting the number of bags of cement that you have spent. So what will happen? I guarantee you. Okay, am I guaranteeing you? No. I think.
What is this? It depends what you are guaranteeing.
I think what will happen is that at one point you will drop dead.
And then
And
what we
leave.
are talking about is going to happen.
It is going to happen. The point here is we
After
got
2
Ile
years.
uso nimescrub.
After
Let
2
me tell
years
you.
tutaitwa na tukuje harusi.
yes,
Na
because
tukule mchere sisi.
Nyinyi marafiki zangu.
you died
Sasa
because
tukito tutakataa
yes, you
kuja.
refuse to take care of yourself.
Eh.
I think men need to begin to be real with themselves. Let me start it from simple.
Yes.
I know sometimes we talk about the cost implications,
Yeah.
and sometimes if you cannot afford such things, basic things, you know, mimi napenda kuwa very real, and I like being very simple.
Yeah.
From as simple things as taking simple clothing. You know, when is the last time you went to a shop and bought yourself a pair of socks?
May God have mercy.
Unaona mwanaume amevaa socks mpaka imekaa zile tights wasichana wanavaa, imeraruka huku nyuma na kule mbele, kamebaki kakitu hapa katikati kameshikiliwa.
Hey,
pembeni.
shout.
You know, honestly,
I don't use it.
Shout.
Atataji gani?
Una shout. Huyu mzee ana shout.
Anachoma.
okay, pole basi.
Anachoma.
These are
Where?
things.
Where?
You know, you talked about you provoked me to say this.
But at least I have nice socks. Unajua watu wanaweza fikiria ni mimi
I wish we
naambia.
would be taught to show off on camera.
Watu wanaweza fikiria ni mimi naambia.
Cheza chini bro.
Ziko sawa.
But you talked about self-worth.
Yes.
You know, let me tell you.
Mbona Keria na picha zake?
Allow me to be. No.
Be real, my brother.
Let me be real. here.
Yes.
You know, you look at a man's socks and you know, kuna saying inasema mwanaume ni kiatu na
Mshipi.
Na wallet.
mshipi.
Oh, si
Yeah,
wallet.
ni mshipi.
Ni mshipi na kiatu.
So inafaa imatch kama ni brown ni brown.
Viatu zingine zetu,
Jamaa.
jameni. And I'm talking about us as men.
Yes.
Some of our shoes, they look like they are just about to be slain by the Holy Ghost. Yeah. They are not anywhere. Ama zimejawa na laughter ya Holy Ghost. And you know,
Na huku nyuma.
the problem is that we are not taking care of ourselves. We need to treat
and,
ourselves
you know,
in
Rev,
simple but very decent manners.
Rev, you know
Yes.
that is very serious. Because you find this man who is wearing that shoe, jioni akitoka kazi, anaingia kwa pub, anaacha 1,000 hapo.
Imagine.
Na kiatu
Na
inacheka.
kiatu inacheka.
So it is not about money. It is
No,
about
it's
valuing
it is the
yourself.
Valuing
perception.
yourself.
Yes.
It is a value that you have
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yes.
If you are able to do that, let me tell you guys, you will be happy. And I said I'm going candid here.
Yes,
That
please.
men have got to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
Look at the vests that men wear.
Did you say vests?
Look at the boxers they wear.
Zikoaje?
There's a post that was on. There was a
Because
post.
nakuuliza
There
kama
was,
ulizio.
I will explain. I have no problem explaining.
Anataka swimming labda ameona kaza.
Yes, I see them all over, and some of them don't qualify to be called so.
Ni kama zimewakiwa na acid.
Let me tell you.
Eh.
There was a post that was going on social media, on social media.
Yeah.
It had something that had to do with the men's shoes and their underwear. Huyu mjamaa
Yeah.
anavaa kiatu ya Timberland, lakini boxer yenye anavaa it has exhaust pipes huko katikati. You know? Let me
But
tell
you
you.
have a point there.
Let me explain.
Yeah.
Wacha haraka.
Yeah. Eh,
You know?
Sina haraka.
You know what
Mimi niko
happens?
hapa.
What happens
Eh.
is that, you know, there is a feeling that comes, a feeling of self-worth,
Yeah.
a feeling of greatness
Yeah.
with the way you are dressed. And this is what I am talking about.
Yeah.
That when you are not properly dressed, when you know that the vest that you're wearing was initially white and now it is brown because you don't want to buy another one, because wanaume wengine wanaamini I can only buy another one when the one I am wearing is totally torn. Which is not true. And some of these things are not even as expensive, to be very honest. But because we want to be mean on ourselves, we cannot change them just because they have not gotten to a point where they are worn out. You know, when that mentality comes into you, you will not be willing to spend. But there is a feeling of greatness. There is a feeling of self-worth that comes when you know that I am clean from inside outwards.
Okay.
And we need to tell men to take care of themselves in this regard.
Wow.
Because that is why when our friend here now start talking about dawa, some of the women don't want to take dawa. Because they are scared.
Because it is not being served from
It is not being served in the right manner.
You know, the cabs are very dirty.
Exactly. So men need to get to a point where we begin to appreciate ourselves.
Okay.
That self-worth, the image we have about ourselves is so important.
Yeah.
Don't just walk out haphazard. You know, dress yourself in a way that when you appear before people, people will actually look at you and say, hey, this guy looks good. Can I tell you what I do? I dress, first of all, for myself.
For yourself?
Yes. And every time I dress, and I'm sure my wife can bear witness, I stand in front of the mirror. Because kuna wanaume hawajiangalii kwa kioo.
Nataka kuambia kitu baya.
Haya, usiniambie mbaya mbele ya kamera. But I stand in front of the mirror and I ask myself, huyo mwingine umpeleke another eka tatu na moja iko Kamuru na hiyo ingine iko Wagige. You know, by the end of the day you will have sweat so much. Wanaume tafadhali, karoron kana kufanya vizuri. Tafuta tu karoron,
kufanya justice.
Justice. And it is not expensive. Kuna kamia 150 so mbili.
Lakini jamani kama ni self-care, kwa nini usitumie ka expensive? Si ni wewe unajitumia.
No, you know there are people who you know we are talking to all men of all classes.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, if you can afford an expensive one, please wear it. But some of these things need simple steps that men need to take. Just a little bit of it, and you actually walk out feeling like there used to be kiatu ya Rudisha sometimes back. You know, feeling like that Rudisha man when he's wearing that shoe.
But you know Rev, before you go to Simon K.
Yeah,
naona amegojea naona amegojea sana.
Lakini na enjoy.
Before Simon K comes in, I want to say this. Some of these men, the reason why they will find themselves in wearing all these kind of things Gigi is talking about, it is because they are lacking something called self-confidence. They don't hawajiamini. Mwanaume ni kujiamini.
And you know there's something that Reverend Gigi has said, and I thought about something I thought before, and he talked about Tibalad and Aton inside. And I thought the day I don't know what I would say, the day you are able to spend for self, that I know nobody will see this underwear. But I'll spend some few thousands to buy it because I'm buying it for me.
For myself.
You know, the day you stop struggling in terms, so you can buy a very expensive seat for the sitting room.
For the visitors.
But you have struggles buying an expensive bed. The day you'll be able to buy an expensive bed, nice one, done, good. And you know, nobody else from outside there will ever see it. You are doing it for self.
Ndugu moja alikuwa amevaa designer suit. Shetani ni mbaya. Akashikwa na kifafa. Akaanguka. Hii sasa si lazima afuguliwe ndio hewa.
Let me tell you, it's so embarrassing.
Kwani wanafungua kila mahali?
Ikifika hapo
or your coat or your by bad luck you're involved in a road accident.
Yes.
And people have to come and save you. And then they remove the shirt. Now trouser yako imeraruka ama umekwama, lazima wakivurute wawache trouser hapo.
Yeah.
Watu wataona nini huko ndani?
So self-love.
And you're having a designer suit.
Yeah, and that is what I'm saying. That time when you do something for yourself, that time I go and get a designer underwear.
Yes.
And I know I'm the only one who will be knowing
Who will
that
be
my
knowing that I
underwear
want.
is designer.
Hiyo there's another guy alinunua akasema
That is- nimevuka
nikitaki
mpaka.
naweka shati
Oh,
ndani.
unataka-
Ionekane. I can't. Yes,
Simon
you
K,
Yes,
we
you
almost
are.
we are almost landing this plane. I think time is far much spent. But I would like to hear your thoughts. You've listened to these. I don't know what to call them, noisy guys, but they are very noisy. But it is some variable noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts as you listen to them?
Actually, I think I agree with what Reverend is saying. You don't dress for people. It starts with you first. Am I happy about who I am? If I'm happy with what I am and what I'm wearing, of course, sometimes, of course, sometimes it's good to get opinions of other people, but you have to first know what works for you. Let me give an example. I remember there was one show. Don't know whether to give this example or not. Because I realized there was a time I was really blessed.
So now you.
And I knew.
There was a time you were.
Okay, I'm still there, but not as blessed as I used to be. There was a time I was blessed here, and I knew that. So what I used to do, because I would feel very uncomfortable wearing a shirt that is fitting and a trouser with my whole belly out there.
Hey,
You love yourself.
that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, with my whole belly out there, it doesn't look very nice. And I was not doing it for other people. Other people do it and they're comfortable. But I said I agree with what Reverend said. I first dress for me.
Yes.
So with time, I realized there are half coats that work for me. And I believe most of you have seen me in half coats.
Yes.
And many people, a number of people, actually I realized, I will not say where, I realized people started copying me, but they don't know why they're copying me. Mimi kuna kitu naficha. Si kuficha, kuna kitu na arrange vizuri.
Unashikilia vizuri.
Na arrange vizuri, and I know why I'm doing that.
Yes.
So if it's good for you, unajipenda kwanza.
Yeah.
And then now when other people start telling you you're looking nice, today there's someone who sent me a photo of myself in a three-piece somewhere on a forum that I was in. And I will not say who, but there was one of a good person. Ameweka picha yangu mahali.
A good person.
Mpaka
Good person.
Why am I guessing?
No,
You are guessing.
ameweka picha yangu mahali. Of course, it's out of many pictures.
Yeah.
But when you find your picture somewhere in the midst of many pictures,
Yeah, it means something.
yako peke yako, hiyo si picha mbaya. So, but I did not dress it for that particular event.
Yeah.
I dressed it for me.
For yourself.
Yeah.
For you
How-
to feel good.
For me to feel good, and
Yeah.
how do I look like when I'm, as Reverend said, when I'm in front of people? Who do I want them to see? I
It's
first
me.
define
It's me.
myself.
How do I feel?
Yes, I first define myself, and I define who I want people to see me as.
Yeah.
Of course, when Jesus was asking, who do people think or say I am? It's not like he had doubts in himself.
No, he knew.
He knew who he was.
He knew.
He just wanted to hear opinions of other people.
Yeah.
So it first starts with you, yourself. You know, that boxer that you're wearing, are you comfortable with it?
Yeah.
Kama yako ni iko na exhausts.
Hata hapa naona watu hapa wanaokotwa mahali.
Kama yako iko na exhausts and you're okay with that. Okay, I will not say that is self-loving, but you're
That's being
embarrassing the
mean.
human race.
Yes, that's
You're embarrassing the man race. Because I wanted to give a story, or Willie has given the same story. A person, very well dressed in an office, aka collapse. And they had to
Kwani wanafungua kila
Eh,
mahali?
yeah.
Hewa
Hiyo ni
muhimu.
emergency. There is no
Yeah.
hapo kuna shy off.
And you know, when
Mwachae
you,
kufungua
when,
kwingine.
when you
Lazima tuvugue.
when you're in that moment,
We want to save you.
when you're in that moment,
Yeah.
hautaambia juniors don't come, let the seniors come, women don't come, let the men come, everyone
come.
comes. Yeah.
There's-
So hauna time ya kusema by the way.
Hata utapata women ndio wanajua kufungua button haraka.
Unasema msinifungue hapa.
You know, men
Hata
don't struggle
hata
with
hauna hiyo
buttons.
nguvu ya kusema.
So-
This reminds me of a story huko nyumbani.
Ngoja kwanza amalizie.
Ngoja sasa amalize.
So at the end of the day, if you're dressing for yourself and you're happy with what you have, everyone else, hata wakiona whatever it is that they see, you will not be embarrassed. Yeah?
Yeah.
Of course, there are things personally I see men wearing and I can't wear.
But they're happy with it.
They're happy
themselves.
with it, and
So
I can't
let
judge
have
them.
it.
I can't judge them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're happy with it. It's good for them.
Yeah.
It's working for them. Wakijiangalia kwa mira asubuhi.
Lakini zingine jameni hapana wewe.
No, that is judging. Now, wacha
Mwanaume amevaa
wanaume.
trouser imefika hapa hivi.
No, wacha
Trouser imefika hapa imesagi mpaka hapa.
Sio ni kusaga.
Hiyo
Sio ati imeraruka.
Self-care.
No, it is maybe for some men it is self care.
Oh.
Anataka kujisikia. Anataka kujisikia ako.
I qualified this statement by
Yeah.
saying, there's a statement I qualified by saying, there are things that embarrass the men.
sure.
Yes.
I agree with you on
Yes.
that.
There are things that are embarrassing not only to yourself,
But to other men.
to other men.
To other men.
Kuna vitu zingine unatuaibisha. You know,
But,
when a
maybe my
lady-
question is,
Uh-huh.
because I have seen it. I think it was yesterday. Mwanaume alisimama mahali na kuna wanadada, hata mimi nikasikia aibu.
Akaanza kunini?
No,
Alisema kufanya nini?
amesimama tu, alikuwa ameketi kusimama,
Actually,
suruali iko huko chini,
actually,
so ya ndani sasa ndo iko
Ndio
huko juu
inaonekana.
inaonekana.
Ni kuna wengine hata ndani haionekani.
Hata ya ndani zingine zinashuka.
Mitara na
actually, I think
And
when-
some of them actually
So
they look
my
like
question
they
is,
had been-
my question is,
Can
Kiari,
I, it was my turn.
ndio nasema my question.
Yeah,
Kwa
sasa
hiyo
umeleta kitu ingine.
because unaendelea
Tutaongea
hapo,
juu ya distance one of
is
these
it
days.
hao wanaume wanakuwaga sawa ama?
No,
Na ameinama vizuri anakata nyama.
actually kuna mtu nilikuwa nauliza no, honestly,
It's so embarrassing.
I did not want to be,
Ukiona Kelly akiwezwa.
no, I did not want to be graphical, but usikieni kabaridi na hapo
That is the truth.
ujue my surface area is not covered.
No,
Yes.
I think it's about the mind.
No,
Or might
As
it
a
be,
man
by the
thinking.
way,
No,
I'm coming to think
ni
that ni
kujiachilia.
kujiachilia, ni kukosa self care.
Actually,
Ni kujikosea heshima.
hapana.
Sio
In
ati
fact,
wanataka watu waone.
hapana. In
Because they
fact,
keep on
Na
wondering,
nini
what do they
wanataka
want us to
nini
do?
wanataka
listen.
I keep wondering.
Now,
some of them-
I'm also thinking,
Yes.
it is being, I'll call it over ambitious.
Eh.
They are copying.
No,
They
no,
saw a certain superstar wearing like that,
Willie,
and they thought it is a fashion.
no, Willie,
So they are copying,
Willie.
like this issue of sagging.
But what benefit
Now,
is it?
Allow
When,
me-
when
allow
you
me-
leave your...
Can I finish?
Okay. Let's talk about that another
Some
day.
comment.
Please, let's
No,
talk
I'll
about
have
that.
to-
No, what I wanted to say was, ukiona mwanaume, okay, the sagging, you can cover yourself nicely and sag as much as you want, but cover your issues. We do not want to. Actually, there's some men, of course they are comfortable, but anaenda akisumbua wanaume hapa mbele. Oh, so wanawake hapa mbele, because
Ati?
it's not everything is out there. You're telling us, hello guys.
But I don't think I agree with you.
comments.
I
Imekuwa
don't
nini
agree with you
imeshikana
about
hivi?
that they are comfortable.
Wacha tusome comments.
Do you know why? Wait a minute, Pastor Arwe. Do you know why I say they are not comfortable? Why do they have to keep on pulling it up? If they are comfortable, si waachilie ianguke mpaka
Ianguke
ifike
chini.
Kuna wengine
chini.
wapuligi.
But no, they do that all the time. Anatembea after five steps,
Anafanya
anafanya hivi. Anafanya hivi. Why do they do that? If they are comfortable with it, they would leave it open for everybody to see.
Maybe there is somebody who is watching us na akona hiyo tabia. Maybe you can talk to us.
Tell us why.
Yes.
Why do you have to go showing us
Habits
You're behind.
the Rift
habits-
Valley and the
The Himalayas.
No, they are called habits that embarrass the human
Gascanoid.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me see. Lucy Lepore is saying the setting is great. Thank you guys for this setting. We really appreciate. Boro Kei is saying Kieri anatuchesa. Stikagu Jackie is saying some men think self-care is for softies. Kababa generation, as they say. This misconception has to stop.
Yes.
Then Joyfrege Shohe, subject well packaged. Men surely we need to balance. Thank you. There's Boro here saying also the ladies should take it well. When men say wameenda out wakaspend this much, unaenda masaji ya 2K unakuja nyumbani inakuwa issue. Hiyo pesa
my.
yote.
Oh.
So West Kagu alikuwa anauliza kwa nini Pastor Gigi una shout. Holy Ghost fire. Mero Aroe is talking about the exhaust pipes. Nyokotwe, exhaust what? Self-worth, thank you Lucy Lepore. Jane Nyambura, huyo ni kucheka tu. Maoni ataleta baadaye. Unazimia kidogo kidogo unakumbuka your exhaust pipe boxers. Aki unaligain consciousness pap. Yeah, so thank you very much. Mero Aroe, I agree about Mitaro, they look bad. Machi hayana pasia. Oh, ni macho. Oh, macho hayana pasia. Thank you, Grace Waja, for watching. I think we have to bring it to a close at that point. And
Please allow me to just say one
yes,
point.
I'll give each of you a moment to say your closing comment.
Just one point before we do the
Yes,
closing.
yes, please.
You talked about buying yourself a good bed.
Yes, and not worrying that anybody.
Yes.
You are the one who will be seeing it.
I wanted to say that it is very important for men to take time off to just sleep,
Oh.
because we are so busy looking for money. No, listen, that's not laziness. There's a difference between sleeping for your health and being lazy.
Okay.
It is very important that we take time off and just have a rest, enough rest,
Yes.
where you just go to bed. You know me, I believe.
And buy the appropriate mattress.
Yes, and buy the appropriate mattress and relax and sleep.
And turn it every 3 months.
Yes, every 3 months, turn it upside down so that you enjoy that time where you can rest and get good sleep. I believe in sleeping. I believe that when I am tired, I need to get home and get enough sleep. Unfortunately, many men don't have enough time to sleep.
We have to close the show so that we can go to sleep.
Yes, let's go and sleep.
Yes. And
Really?
I want to
What are your
close.
closing comments?
I want to close by asking a question to all men out there who are watching us, including these suspects.
Uliza.
When was the last time you took a time off to be with your thoughts?
Thank you for the question. We have no answer. Pastor
If you
Gigi,
don't have
what
an
are your
answer, I challenge all men out there, at least every day, take 5 minutes and just relax and have time with your thoughts. Every day, 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pastor Gigi.
I think for me, I would just challenge men that take time to treat yourself nicely. Whether it means going and buying yourself a cup of coffee, or going out and paying for yourself a movie, and going out and just having time to relax somewhere, but make sure that as you take care of your families, you are also meeting your self-need. Love yourself. Take time off to just relax and treat yourself nicely so that you're able to take care of your family.
Thank you. Financial consultant.
I'll say 2 things. Number
Yes.
1, Jesus says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So it starts with you as a man. Willie said you can be able to love and take care of your family and others if you're able to take care of yourself. Starts with you. Number 2, men don't like going for counseling. Counseling helps, and it gets men out of situations that are difficult, that are hard, and it gets people out of things that would stress their lives. It's good to love yourself, take yourself there, put your ego in your pocket.
Yeah.
Know that you don't know everything. There's someone who knows more than you do, whether it's your pastor, of course God, or whether it's a counselor. It's good to bring yourself to that moment. Not only when things are not right, even when things are okay. Just go and find out how am I, and it brings balance in your life. Just like a massage, like swimming, go for counseling once in a while.
Thank you very much. And that marks the end of our show tonight. Love yourself, value yourself, spend on yourself, and spend time with yourself. Have yourself a very good night. Hope to see you next Monday at 8 p.m. This is the Setegate on Wema TV, the voice of hope.
Happy birthday
To you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear suspect. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now?
42.
How old are you now?
42.
Happy birthday, dear suspect. Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
And a happy birthday to our very own,
Yes.
The author,
and the mentor,
Reverend
Warroy
Wairura.
Hey,
Guys, I
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Anyway, thank you. This is a surprise. I didn't expect this, and thank you. I feel loved now. I think the self-love will multiply. So what am I supposed to do?
You cut the cake, we eat, we go home and sleep.
And sleep.
Wow.
Hey. Wow.
Yes, and we are live.
We are like,
Yes,
oh,
the whole world is watching you.
Yes.
as I cut, I don't know how to cut.
Yes. So,
I-
who will help him? Yes.
Where director kuja
The,
saidia.
the ladies, you have the honor to appear.
This.
Oh, nabii wanitani hivi. So nikata sasa. Hii itakatika. Hii haikatika.
Nani anasaidia?
Haya.
Yep.
Okay. So nikata sasa.
Kata keki tukule sasa. Kata keki tukule sasa.
Kata keki.
Kata
Kata keki.
kata keki tukule sasa.
Hii ni keki sio mokimo.
Mimi napenda
Hii ni keki sio mukimo.
Hii ni keki.
Sio,
Hii ni keki.
sio,
Hii ni keki sio mokimo.
hii ni
Ate
cream
director.
sio
Da-
Colgate.
Ate?
Hii ni cream
Sio
sio
Colgate.
Colgate.
Hii ni cream.
Sio.
Hii ni cream.
Sio,
Hii ni cream.
sio Colgate.
Simon K anameza mate.
Simon K.
K anameza.
Nako diet.
Nako diet. Simon K.
Yes.
Wow.
So, nani anaumisha leo sasa now that Mary Warroy is not here?
It has to be a lady.
Okay.